Hello. Hi, Kasia.
Hi, Karni. Nice to see you. How are
Good
you?
to I am very, very good, and I'm absolutely excited about the workshop that we're going to give together.
Yes.
Finally, a life-changing process of 3 hours, not just a small shot, chat. It's going to go deep. It's going to be all about Jupiter
Yeah.
as it's going to transit into Taurus on the 18th of May. So we're going to do a workshop a short while after that, also when I come back from Costa Rica,
Yeah.
that will allow people, first of all, to understand about this meaningful transit. Take a look at how it's seen in their own chart and have a meaningful process about abundance because Jupiter is all about expansion and abundance, right?
Growth. Yeah. So here is one of your cards, Karni, Jupiter, growth. I'm fascinated about Jupiter. In tropical astrology, I'm a Sagittarius, you a Gemini. Jupiter in tropical astrology will be moving to Taurus. Constellation wise, it's probably going to be
Is
changing into Aries. I'm not exactly
yes.
sure. I have to check if
Mm-hmm.
it's exactly on the 18th, but close enough. I think it will be just
Mm-hmm.
changing into Aries constellation or passing through the Aries constellation in the skies. But I think we're going to maybe we can focus on both signs, but I think we stay with the tropical in this case just because we can mention how the constellation would
Mm-hmm.
influence us as well, because I think it's really important. And you do constellation astrology anyway, and I'm dabbling in it right now as well. As you know, I'm like love it. But I think tropical cycles on Earth work really well. So even if we stay with the earthly perspective, with Taurus, and I think it's going to be really fascinating to check later on. How do people feel? Do they, do they feel that it works more in their life from the Taurus perspective that we're going to explain, or from the Aries constellation perspective that we're going to
Which we
explain
will
as well?
explain as well.
Yeah. I think it's really fascinating because it's something that it's worth checking on your personal example in your personal life. We both trust that astrology is alive, that it reflects things. From my tropical perspective, about, we're going to be talking also about Jupiterian cycle and the whole 12-year cycle of growth, that it's quite a good time because we can remember it in our life. So we're going to explain this to people and invite them on the journey just to see in their own lives, in their own charts, how that is
Mhm.
reflected. And I think that's a fascinating exercise. I keep watching these cycles in my life for years now. So we're going to
Mhm.
share some examples from our own lives and hopefully hear from people as well. And the abundance, yeah, you can need a master of abundance because it's ain't me. I'm going to be learning as well and sharing my flops and misalignments with abundance. But yeah, we're inviting anybody who would like to find out more about their own understanding of abundance. I think everybody will learn something new. Karni, you always have like interesting points of view and takes on things. So how are you going to tackle the abundance? Tell us just like in brief bullet points. What are we
Um,
looking out to?
It's interesting. I think that abundance is always out there, but if we think of ourselves as a cell with a selective membrane, do we allow the abundance in? Do we have synapses to attract the abundance into our lives, or is there something, in the edge of our aura that prevents abundance? And just to say very in short, because we really opened it up now preparing for the workshop, the two of us, and we saw how many limiting thought patterns, emotional patterns we have in us concerning abundance. Yes, and we'll open it up. Yes, it comes
Yeah.
from all over, mainly our childhood, yes.
Yeah.
But the main thing to work on abundance is to work on ourselves and heal the places in us that prevent abundance to come into our lives. And we're really going to dedicate time to that during the workshop.
Yeah.
So so
The
it's
workshop
going to
will,
be
yeah, go.
so it's going to be a very abundant workshop. It's going to have different parts in it. It's going to have just first, it's open for people who have no idea about astrology even whatsoever, and people who work with astrology as well. So we're going to have a good introduction about Jupiter. Why is it important? Why is it important that Jupiter now transits into a new sign? How is it going to affect the world, and how is it going to affect ourselves? We're going also to do each person's chart. So if you're participating, we will collect your birth details and we'll create your actual chart, and we will give a few minutes for every person in the workshop, and we will both look at their charts and talk about birth, the natal Jupiter and the transiting Jupiter, which is very, very important. And we'll have lots of insights to do, with your character, but also the year ahead.
Yeah.
And we're going to do this whole process about
Life changing, guys.
abundance, the
Life changing.
life changing. Yes, we're laughing about that because this is, I always say, everything is a process and everything is a life changing process. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to dive deep. We're going to give lots of tools. We are going to have a very good conversation. Just to say it this time, because usually we do live things. So this workshop, 3-hour workshop, will be only for the people who registered in advance. In advance, it will be through Zoom, and we will actually see you,
Yeah.
talk to you,
Yeah. Interactive. Yeah.
interactive. You will be able to ask any question, and we will be
Yeah.
able to ask you any question as
We
well.
throw in some abundance and Jupiterian tarot or oracle card spreads as well, so we can access certain of these things because they often so unconscious depending on your story and conditioning. So sometimes I think tarot and oracle are actually a great tool to just like give a little hints or where maybe you need to focus or dig deeper or explore more. And I think, it's going to be informational and interactive. Both sides will be covered. You guys get a chance to talk between yourselves as well. And I hope we gather a cool group. It will be limited to 20 people, so we don't go, overboard, so that actually everybody can get attention from us as well, and so that you guys can feel like it's intimate enough. So share and open up. I'm planning on opening up, so you can hear my abundance story and flops. So it's interesting actually that, if we're looking at tropical astrology, Taurus is very much connected to the sign of abundance, sign of finances,
Definitely.
self-worth, which very
Yes,
much
I'm
goes
thinking
with
about
it.
yeah, while you talk, I'll look for the second house card, which really
Yeah.
talks about abundance as well.
So here you gave it the keyword stability because it's also, it's the feeling, when we feel secure and what security in general. And that's also very connected to Jupiter in Taurus through tropical astrology. Jupiter in Aries feels very powerful as well if we're thinking of constellation of Aries and what we can access from this particular portal or realm, as Karni calls it, because that's realm of the flame, right? So this is that
Yes, exactly. So
inner
we're
inspiration and
yes.
creative power. So that
So
would be
it's
a nice mix, even if we use both systems. I think that works really well.
I think it's absolutely connected. We're talking about the like actual or physical abundance, but also the abundance of the fire from within, of the
Exactly.
inspiration. I think
Yeah.
you need to have both.
Yeah. So that's what we would like to invite you to. And we're planning to do this workshop on when?
June 3rd.
On the 3rd of June. So this is going to be Saturday. It's going to be 5
European
p.m. CET or 6 p.m. UK time, I guess that is
No,
also. No, it's
it's
other way
going to
around.
start 5 p.m. Europe, 4 p.m. UK,
Yes.
morning time. We can write down,
Yeah.
the exact hours wherever you are around the
Yeah.
globe.
Yeah, exactly. Even like we planned it so that you guys from America, I know, I have a lot of followers from the US. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'd love to see some of them at least. So I hope most of you will be able to join. For some of you,
Yes,
it might be like
Saturday
early morning,
morning.
but not crazy early, like 8 a.m. or something. You can get up for the
Mm-hmm.
abundance that you're going to experience during this workshop with two of us,
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm going to, I think, post it on my YouTube. Karni is going to share it as well on her social media. So you are invited from all over the globe. It's going to be over Zoom, as Karni mentioned. And more information will come soon. You can sign up for Karni's newsletter or for my newsletter as well. I'm going to link both of the information, both of the links
We'll
below.
have the link to the registration here attached to
Yeah,
the
exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's it, Karni. Do you want to say anything else?
That's it. I know that it's going to be amazing, and I just got so much from preparing the workshop, so many insights that I'm really
Yeah, yeah,
looking forward to the actual workshop time.
yeah, me too, me too. So hopefully we see you there, guys. Thank you for watching this. Bye.
Bye
See ya, Karni.
bye.